Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today is a very special day. The Outer Worlds has been released. It's on PC, PS4 and Xbox. Unless you've been hiding under a rock for a long time, you'll know this game is supposed to be spectacular. Anyway, this game was created by Obsidian, who are one of my favourite game developers in the world. They created Fallout New Vegas, which is, as far as I'm concerned, one of the best Fallout games ever created. So let's get stuck into it, guys. This is part 1 of the Outer Worlds.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity, with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
So welcome to the Outer Worlds, guys. So we've got some attributes to make, which is kind of gonna build our character, I guess. So let's have a quick look at the options. So you've got strength. Strength affects melee weapon damage and the amount that you can carry. Is pretty cool, actually. I'm not sure which build I'm going to go for. I think I'm going to go for like a gun-toting hand cannon nutcase. That's kind of where I'm going to go with, I think. So yeah. Dexterity looks pretty good. What we've got for intelligence, critical damage, or perception as well. Heavy weapons, long guns, handguns, lockpick, and engineering. Oh, too much choice. Okay, we're gonna go with higher dexterity, and higher intelligence. Actually,
if I can't save your body, I must at least save your brain.
Let's do that. We've got points. So, okay, is this like a skill tree? Yeah, it is. Yeah. So where should we go? How do I pick one?
What I wouldn't pay to see you challenge the chairman to fisticuffs.
I see. Okay, so you put it in the top layer.
You certainly know your way around a mag pick.
And okay, we're gonna go with too much tech.
At last, a kindred spirit.
Yep, that's it. Okay, and an aptitude bonus. So no discernible aptitude. Beverage service technician. What the hell is that? A beverage. One-handed melee. Yeah.
Can you really compete with a Spacer's Choice frozen dinner?
And this is... Okay, this is a character creation. So we're going to go with a male. And, oh, we can randomize it. Yeah, it's just... What the hell was that? Oh, these are some... Look at that. That's beautiful, that is. Wow. Oh, he's funky. It looks like a guy I went to college with. Yeah, this is our chap. This is the one. Okay, this is our summary. Let's do this.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend. Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down. If drive is
Shit.
evaporated.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck! Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Should be close by.
What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste.
But that was a good start, wasn't it? Poor
Hawthorne
bastard.
won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Oh, this looks beautiful, really. Look at this little guy. Hello, dude. He's cute, isn't he? Look at him go. While sneaking, use tall grass, rocks, or other cover to hide from the enemy. Use this to sneak past enemies or sneak up to them and initiate combat. The awareness meter over your enemy head tells if they're unaware, suspicious, investigating, or alerted.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
You have low health. Use the emergency medicinal inhaler to heal. Wow.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings.
So now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh lord, that stings. Let's pack him up.
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
How are you feeling?
Better, thanks to you. I might have bled out on my own. Or worse, had to go begging the boss for some Adrena time. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
What's this about marauders?
Gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns. Some hull had grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
So we can persuade, we can lie, and we can intimidate. Let's persuade him.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Can you tell me where I am?
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
Do you know anything about the Hope?
The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
Okay, so... Okay, so left, right mouse button is to focus. And then fire, I guess.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
Hibernation complications detected. Tactical time dilation. Due to complications stemming from being revived after an extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. Pressing the tactical time dilation (TDD) button slows down the world, giving you time to think as well as take action. You have a limited time in this mode. Standing still drains your TTD meter very slowly, while moving and attacks drain it faster. So we can press Q to do that. That was cool. Okay, so you can dodge. Right, let's have a look what he's got. I'll take it all. Thank you. Weapons management. You can have up to 4 weapons equipped at a time by dragging them into the slot at the top screen. On this page you can also inspect your weapons, compare them, flag them as junk or break them down for parts. Players with the engineering skill can repair weapons on this screen as well. Oh, wicked, look at that. So let's move him along. Let's go with the sword. What's this? We've got different ammo here as well, light, heavy and energy. Okay, that sounds good. Oh, this is cool. Okay, let's go for it. Where's the other one gone? I'm sure there was 2 down here.
Here before you get yourself killed. Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
It's just a landing violation, let it go. So I heard. I found one of your teammates holed up in a cave. Yeah, let's do with 2.
Really? How is he? Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
Okay, so persuade. Do Spacer's Choice Guards back down from a challenge? Or we can lie. I bet you could get these marauders to tell you where the owner of that ship is. Intimidate. Or don't worry, you just sit tight, I'll handle it. Let's go with persuade.
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
You go for it. Oh, his legs are gone. How fun is that? Oh, what's this? Looks like an animal. It's a beautiful ship. Let's just have a quick look and see if there's anything else around here. No. Okay, let's take his ship. Oh, I should say our ship. 'Cause it's ours now. You can fast travel to locations you have unlocked by opening your map and selecting your
Please be
destination.
informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
What are you going to do? Self-destruct? I'm not here to misappropriate anything. Let's do number 2.
I detect an elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Please prepare yourself for lethal deterrence. Jettison procedures initiated. Disengage in airlocks. Prepare to reject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
I need to get this ship in the air.
I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Okay, Hawthorne was supposed to meet me here when I landed.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
Yes, I get it.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
Where am I supposed to get something like that? Or engineering? I doubt I'll find parts like that just sitting in the garage. Let's do 2.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Yes, Ada, thanks.
Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Okay, we leveled up. Okay, let's go to the skills tab. Congratulations, you've gained enough experience to go up a level. Open your character ledger to advance your character. Leveling up increases your health points, gives you points to upgrade your skill, as well as give you access to new perks every other level. Keep leveling up and your upper management material in no time. Auntie Cleo management training, skill improvements. Every time you level up, you learn a skill point to spend on improving your skills. Spending a skill point on a core skill like melee improves all of the specialized skills in that group to a maximum of 50. After 50, you can add points directly to a specialized skill up to 100. Okay, that looks good. So, what are we going to go for? We've done sneak before. I'm going to go with ranged, I think. One-handed melee. So you got tech, stealth. Yeah, I'm going to go with ranged. And then I'm going to put some into tech, I think. And then the rest into dialogue. Combat dialogue abilities. You have unlocked a dialogue combat skill. When attacking the correct type of target, they are all automatically debilitated. Okay, we've got some perks here as well. Selecting a perk. Welcome to the perk selection. On this screen, you can choose which perks to buy with your perk points. So we've got tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. You've grown healthier in your time outside of stasis. That's a base health. Yeah, let's have some more tactical time, I think. I'll keep looking though. So armor, companion, critical chance, sprinting speed, walking speed. Or maybe we should do something else. No, I'm going to go with the slow the world. Yep. And we've got 2 perks. Okay, so we're going to increase the base health as well, if I can. Hang on a minute. Or can you only select one? Let's try that. Oh, we still... Oh, I was looking at this. I thought that was the number of perks we had available, but it's that. Never mind. Right, let's go and find this. What are we doing? We need to find a power regulator. The unreliable power regulator has been damaged beyond repair. Must be replaced. Ada suggested You seek help in the nearby settlement of Edgewater. Let's have a quick look at our inventory because we picked up some more weapons. It's the same, I think. We can break that down. Let's break this down as well.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
Okay, let's do 2.
Yeah, fair point. I'll let it go this time. If you're looking to help us out with our marauder problem, talk to Constable Reyes over in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Okay, take care. Oh, I didn't realise there was a few of them. What was that? Just for luck.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
I'm just passing through.
Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
I never got your name. I'm Fire Rat.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses.
Nice.
You don't want none of that on you.
Sexy.
Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Yeah, Spacer's Choice, you know. Who do I talk to about a power regulator? I'm looking to make a little money. This looks like it's falling to pieces. Fancy a title for a grave digger. Let's say that I'm looking for a regulator.
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
Let's say number 1.
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
Okay, you want me to collect what's owed to you? I can do that.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Why is he a special case?
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Okay, where can I find these people?
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
Okay, there was something else I wanted to ask you.
Yeah?
Okay, this, let's go with... Number 3.
The colony ship? Are you talking about that old rumor? Some great big starship packed full of colonists what got lost in the aether never to be found again? Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripling. Can't say it was terribly convincing far as rumors go. There a reason you asking?
Yeah, let's say never mind. I don't want him to know, really, that we're from the Hope ship. Okay, the quest tracker. So, I've heard that this game's quite long, guys, so I'm not sure if I will be doing the side quests, especially for the channel. But we'll just concentrate on the main quest. If an exciting side quest comes along, then we can do that. But for the moment, we'll just stick to the main quest line. Okay, look at that. It's from the trailer. Look at him up there. That's pretty cool. I'm liking the feel of this game so far. It really does feel like Fallout. The performance is good. I'm running a 2080 Ti. Looks pretty good. Let's just talk to this person.
Got my sights on you.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. We're at Space's Choice. Let's do this. Is there cameras in here? Can I steal? What's this little box? Use terminal. Schedule your sick leave with your foreman. Okay, not much going on there. So, what's this? Right, let's just get down in the lift.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Okay, let's check this guy.
Guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Oh, that's very nice. Are you Reed?
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
Okay, so I think you may have the wrong idea about me. Uniform? What are you talking about? Or I don't work for Space's Choice. I think that the last two might cause a problem. Let's go with 1.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Okay, let's do number 1. My ship needs repairs.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power.
This guy's an idiot.
But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Let's hear it.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
Okay, when you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
I don't think these people would take too kindly.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
Just choose number one. How can we help?
My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
How will I recognize?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
What happens if they don't want to come back?
That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
Okay, see what I can do.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Sure, I could use the company. So it looks like we're getting our first companion.
I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Let's get going. Yeah, so we've got our new companion, CMP New Manager Seminar. You've gained a companion. They are characters that join you in your adventure and can help in a variety of ways. Companions provide combat support. Their skills enhance your skills. They increase your carrying capacity. You can unlock special companion combat abilities with inspiration skill. Learn more about your companions in the companion ledger. Let's have a quick look. Oh, nice. Okay. Pavati. Or Pavati. Pavati. Come on in.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Oh, her smile was turned into a frown. She pissed off at me already.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters. On account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Is this about the deserters?
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
I can't blame anyone wanting to leave. This town's got issues.
Life's hard here. especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
What do we need to talk to the vicar about?
About if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright. Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. Their neighbors. Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't. He used to go walking outside town. Maybe he found something that'll help. It's just an idea. That's all.
I suppose it can't help. Yeah.
Thanks,
okay.
mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways. On my way.
Okay, what does the X do? Not sure yet. Okay, so that's the botanical lab. It's the vicar. Let's go and speak to the vicar.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
Where is he? Looking for the door. It must be around this side. Yeah.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes,
Vic?
what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
Okay, Parvati wanted me to talk to you about what Reed's asked us to do.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Okay, so we can fix the geothermal plant or cut off the power. Yeah, let's do number 2.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
So what do you think of the group?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
Okay, so let's do intelligence.
Astute. But I am here, not in the deserter camp. So that's not a variable I can account for. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Is that even possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
Okay, I'll look for your book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
What's this chap doing?
Talking to the good vicar always lifts up my spirits.
Really? Really? Okay. Let's go. So we've got the botanical lab. That's a that's a vending machine, is it? Or a cellar of some kind. Cool. Okay, so we're going to the botanical lab.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
What is that? Oh, someone's coming. I was going to pick it, but... let's chat to this person.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
What are you babbling about?
The coming apocalypse. Man versus machine. I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Just my luck. I ask for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk. All right. Listen real close. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about. Firing at the birds. Orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
Silas sent me. You owe him your gravesite fee.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Yeah, lie. Sure he did. No, let's not lie. We're going to go with if your resistance needs another gun. I am for hire.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saltuna cans, mostly. Some Spacer's Chaw. Few bit carts. I'll reward you for your aid.
Persuade. Proper armies pay enlistment fees.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name. They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back. Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
Okay, that sounds good. So, what's this little gizmo? It's a workbench. Welcome to the Crux 2000 workbench. The workbench allows you to repair, upgrade and modify your weapons and armor, keeping you combat ready and in tip-top shape. On each screen, first select the weapon and armor item that you want to work on and choose what you want to do with it. Repair it, break it down for parts, modify. Okay, I get it. We can install mods. How cool is that? It's a shame this gun's crap, but you know, mods are cool. Oh, that is a one-handed melee weapon. Okay. You can tinker. What does the tinker do? Okay, it bumps up the damage. Does it do the damage on all of these? Yeah, okay, so yeah. And then we've got repair. Breakdown. Okay, that looks cool. Let's have a quick look at our inventory. Oh, we don't have... She's got the other weapons, hasn't she? Yep. That's why it's showing that I had a hammer and that. So... So I'm guessing the lab's... Hang on, do we have to go round or... Yeah, I think it is around here. Is that lava? Pretty cool. I'm pretty sure he said there was a robot in the junkyard. Yeah, so there must be a hostile here. Let's have a quick look for him. Can you go in these places? Oh, you can.
Get ready.
Oh. Little bastard.
Woo! We made it.
Hacking and pick locks. Your hacking and pick lock skills help you get into places you're not meant to. Mag picks are used to break open locks and bypass shunts are used to break computer encryptions. Okay, so we can unlock messages. I don't want to read them. Trespassing, lockpicking and hacking and murder all considered illegal activities and frowned upon by society. Avoid being seen if you want to engage in those activities without consequences. Cool. You alright? Okay, so let's carry on our journey. Where's she gone? Oh, there she is. I don't know where that robot's gone. They said there was a robot in the back of the junkyard. Let me have a quick look at the journal. Dire robot died. Deal with the mechanical scout. Ludwig reports he spotted the scout. Oh, I thought he said junkyard. Never mind. Let's just do the main quest. Oh, that's cool. Look at that.
All together. That's the last of them.
Huh? Gonna find you!
Watch out!
Take it, bitch. Oh, his leg come off. Nice. Oh, I might as well have a quick look in here. Some armor pieces. I don't know what is good to take. Like, I don't know, with Fallout you can pick up a lot of crap. So I'm not sure if this is the same.
Easy.
Let's have a quick look upstairs. Oh, it's like jeweled ring. Yeah, we'll have that.
Great work.
What's this? Oh, it's a bypass shunt. Not sure if we're gonna need that, considering we're gonna put some money or points into hacking and. Oh my god, an assault rifle. I'm all over that. Let's have a look at the assault rifle. We've got a light machine gun as well. What's this? Grenade launcher. Oh yes. Oh yes. So machine gun or assault rifle. I like the assault rifle, I think. Although the machine gun's got a lot higher DPS. Choices, eh guys? Damage, so DPS 215, damage is 28. Let's stick with the assault rifle for the moment. We picked up any armor? No, not really. Did we put that in there? No. We've got the grenade launcher. This is hilarious. Oh! That's pretty good. I just want a better handgun now. Right, let's give the other weapons a couple of goes. What's over here? Let's have a look at the skill points we got. Okay, I'm gonna put it into a long gun. Oh no, you can only specify these into these after a set period of time. I think you have to get to 50, it said. Bump that up, and then we want sneak, hack, and lockpick. Yeah. I'm just going to try out the... Oh, we've got some... Cool. We've got 3, 4, 9. Swap that over as well. Character... Weapon wise. We've got a better pistol, I think. Oh no, it's exactly the same. Let's swap it out anyway, because... There we go. Break that one down, I guess. Yeah, I wanted to try out this machine gun. Oh shit! It's pretty cool. Circumstantial though, that gun, I think. It's just dead people everywhere. Some weapon parts. Anything else in here that's worth stealing?
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
What's your problem?
Armed strangers wandering into my camp for one. Some of my camp wandering out for another.
You obviously run a tight ship.
You want to try standing outside in the heat, keeping your sights open for the next Marauder raid? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if Marauders got to her.
Okay, you could always go looking for her.
I go looking for Zoe, I leave the camp undefended, seeing as I'm the only one of us who knows her way around a gun. Hence my dilemma.
I'll keep an eye out.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Unless Marauders got to her, then parts of her could be in lots of places.
To do without the gallows humor?
The gallows humor? Okay, I've got questions about Zoe. I'll leave you. Let's see what happens if I leave. Will she let me pass? So we're going into this place here. Looks like a big greenhouse.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
Yeah, just one. Why is your ear blood red? You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who
You're too young to be a grandmother.
But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
So Reed sent me to make peace with you. Is this your greenhouse? Looks like you've made a home for yourself out here. Let's try that one
A
first.
home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots.
So why did you leave your old home?
It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject.
So Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Yeah, you're not going to like it. We're going to turn your power off. You're living off power that belongs to the town. Come back to the cannery. That's about it. Reed's asked you to consider coming back to town. He's willing to make amends. Something about coming back to town, losing power. Let's try number 2.
Make amends? Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Yeah. Okay, so Reed's asked me to divert your power over to him. He mentioned the geothermal plant. Or this is serious. I'm about to cut off your power. Let's try number 1.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Your camp has a power regulator I need for my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
I know what she's doing there. I like it. Okay. So what do you have against the town?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scrap Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
So you made your point clear enough. I'll see what I can do. I don't much like you throwing that in her face to get me on your side. What do you have against people trying to make a living? Let's say I help you. What happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
So yeah, I guess we need to make a choice now then. And I guess we'll leave that for the next episode. Well, that wraps up that video. If you want to see more, then check out the channel. Until next time, guys. See ya.